So this is the second edition of the Ask Stef Thomas show, live from Oxford Parkway Station and other places as well. And what have we got this week? We've got what should you wear to networking events, what should you take to networking events, and whether givers really gain. So Andrew Cole asked whether when you're at a networking meeting you should dress to impress or wear your usual workwear. And I'm with Sheena, my mate and the founder of Kapow and the personal branding expert in 4N. So I thought I'd ask her.
Good question. I get asked that a lot. You know, should you wear a suit? Should you not wear a suit? Well, what's really important is to make sure that whatever you wear is actually reflecting your personal brand, not just your corporate image. So if you're comfortable in jeans and a smart shirt, wear jeans and a smart shirt. If you're comfortable in a flowery shirt and a pair of Converse All-Stars, wear those. If, like me, you like to wear jeans with a statement pair of boots, do that. The really key thing is it's got to fit your personal brand. You've got to be comfortable in it, because if you're not comfortable, it stands out a mile, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So I would say there's no rules, really.
What I would say, we're talking about for networking, which is easy. If you're going to another networking event or something outside of for networking, which we all know and love, check the dress code beforehand. Don't be the person who turns up underdressed and be embarrassed about it.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Me too. Always fun.
We're in a noisy pub at King's Cross.
As you do.
And then try not to walk into people as we walk along. But I'll get this right. Which way are we going?
We're going straight on. The barrier's just underneath the ceiling bit.
Right, so Lee Rickler, the actual Lee Rickler, asked whether you should turn up to networking meetings with banners and leaflets and all of that, or whether you should just turn up with a smile. And so I came to see him. Wasn't the only reason I came to see him, but I came to see Lee and we got chatting about it, or we're chatting about it now. What do you reckon then? What do you do? I know what you do, but I want you to tell my viewer.
Well, I attend a lot of networking events. The main reason is because the way I see networking is networking is marketing. Any business needs marketing, so therefore every business needs to get that networking. Now, I suppose it depends. It depends on the context. Are you going to a formal networking meeting where other people can have banners, other people can have flyers everywhere to hand out, that kind of thing, or is it just literally like a meet and greet, drinks kind of event? Personally, I just turn up with cards and a smile. That's it. But some people do go over the top.
I always have everything in the car.
Yeah.
Banners, copies of my books, leaflets, and then I can make a decision on the fly.
Yeah.
Even at some full networking meetings, it might not be appropriate to put a banner up, but I've still got it with me.
Yeah.
And I think I like the full networking format of having a bump table, because then I'm not thrusting my leaflets on you.
Yeah.
They're there, I'm on display, and people have got the choice whether to take them. I think the thing with banners is, particularly with social media, that there's very little reason not to have one now.
Yep.
It's there, it's constant throughout the meeting, and a load of people will likely take a photograph of it. So you might as well take advantage of that free advertising.
But of course, if there's somebody doing a talk there as well, prime example is putting a banner behind where they're going to speak as well. I mean, I suppose the other context of looking at it, if you've got a load of flyers and they're sitting in your car boot, they ain't going to do their job there, are they? So it's just wasted. So there's no reason not to take them out and hand them out and have them on display.
The thing that it got me thinking when you asked the question was about being prepared though. So if you might not have banners, you might not have leaflets, but actually preparing for the networking event and making sure you've got a 60 seconds or 40 seconds prepared, making sure you know whether you're going to need business cards, you're going to need a pen, you're going to need your diary. That's something else I'd always have with me at a networking event. I think having a diary, having a way of recording those business cards, that's probably more important than having all your stuff with you all the time to promote yourself.
Yeah. And of course, again, another side of that is I travel on a motorbike quite a lot. I'm not going to be dragging 2 or 3 roller banners with me all the time. But yes, my bag's always got cards in. And I was just thinking actually just now, don't ask me for my card because I haven't got them on me. They're over in the office. But yeah, it's 2 seconds to walk over there to get them.
I don't need to ask you for your card. I've known you for 10 years
Yeah,
or so.
yeah, you can just Google me. You'll find it.
Google Lee Rickler.
Yeah.
It's Ace. I'm here to see Lee Rickler.
Yay.
Sarah Senkovic asked whether givers really do gain, and I'm not sure where the question came from, Sarah, and by all means pick up the phone if you want to, but yeah, they do. I think the issue with givers gain, and I've actually written stuff about this, is that people think it's one-to-one. People think that if you give a lead, a referral to someone else, that person will pass that referral back to you, and it's a bit more woo-woo, it's a bit more out there than that. If you put enough out there, I promise you stuff comes back. I've been doing this for 10 years, I've been putting the stuff out there, free information, helping people for free in my one-to-ones, and honestly, enough of that comes back to continue to make it worth my while. It's not actually why I do it. I quite like giving stuff to people, but I also need to make a business out of that, and the more that I put out there, honestly, the more that comes back to me, and it's exponential as well. After a time, it speeds up, you get even more back than you put out. So that one from Marylebone Station.